Visual novel. What is this? Grande. I don't know how to say that. Unpacking. Loading script. What is that? I'm bored. Okay. That's so complex. English. Set. This game contains violence, gore, murder, stalking, abuse, manipulation, and major character death. Mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh yeah, definitely easy mode on first, please. Okay. The room was silent, illuminating by warm midday light. Oh, do I not have to? You looked anywhere but your therapist. You didn't. Oh, you didn't yet feel comfortable enough to speak freely. I was like, hi, anyway. You know, you have an obligation to talk about him. The therapist watched you patiently, calming. I want to skip it so badly because I don't like reading this. I like jumping into it, and it's like, you can talk about whatever you want. Okay. You scoffed ironically, offering no reply. Therapist, it's been 7 days. Enough time for someone to change, don't you think? Ma'am. No. 7 days. A week will never be enough time for someone to change. That's fine. Silence is an answer. You look towards the window. Your reflection silhouette was visible in the glass. Even though you couldn't see yourself clearly, your posture and expression were noticeably different from a week ago. Here we go. The start of your shift. At the start. You have the clear routine. Wake up, work, and sleep. You have no legacy, no ambitions. Nope, me right now. You fulfilled your duties as a student and finished school, but you lack the motivation to pursue your dream or goal behind where you are now. Depressing. You feel as if you don't have a starring role in the world because nothing special is happening to you yet. In fact, you could say let apathy guide you. And apathy, I don't know how to say that numbs your strong emotions, yeah. A roller coaster ride? Pleasant. You trip and fall face first in public. Not the end of the world. A positive or negative, your emotional range, very low. Oh my god, wait! Is this talking about me? I think it is. I'm kidding. No, it's not. Like a perfect blank canvas. Anyway, you try to make your life as comfortable as possible. As strange as it sounds, you work at a video store that only attracts nostalgics and cinephiles. I don't know how to say that. I love movies. Yeah. The place is colorful enough to not to depress you just by taking it in there. And if you're lucky, you might run into an interesting character or two. Of course, besides the characters that already exist. Cindy, catching up on lost time? For a moment, I thought you wouldn't come. Cindy, your coworker. She's not very good at her job, which is saying a lot being an attendant at a time-lost store. It doesn't require much effort, but she's the owner's daughter. You're the other full-time employee, and you do well. You two don't get along great, but nor terribly. You would tolerate each other. Where's your badge? Instinctively, you reach for your neck, and indeed, your employee badge wasn't there. It's strange, because I feel like I can't say your name without your badge. I'm gonna give her, like, a stuck-up voice, not gonna lie. Cindy shrugged and retreated back to the room with a box full of movies. Somehow what she said made sense. It was as if you couldn't remember your own name unless it was written right in front of you. As if names only existed as somebody else spoke them out loud. Well, you remembered talking it out of your things when you arrived. Taking it out of your things. Oh my god. When you arrived. So it was most likely still in the store. Oh, wow. Let's go to the counter. You check the calendar, nothing on the floor. Back room? Maybe you dropped in the back room, but only found Cindy looking at her phone next to the boxes she'd taken back. Cindy gave you a quick glance and then went back to ignoring you. You followed her example, focused on finding her badge. Nope, wasn't there. Aisle 2? You leaned down trying to get a better look at the floor, hoping you'd find your badge around somewhere. You moved down the aisle, small aisle, determined to pass shows packing with horror and thriller movies. Bingo! You were reaching for your badge, but a white hand got there first, slowly picking up the plastic piece. You looked up and found yourself facing a tall, hooded man with his face covered. He looked like a potential criminal or someone with a bad cold, but you didn't have the energy to worry. You strained up, staring face to face. The man seemed to ignore you, but more interested in the badge in his hand. Is this yours? His voice, muffled by the fabric, was deep and slightly raspy. You nodded silently, looking at the man suspiciously. By the way he cocked his head, prove it. Now you could finally visualize your name. The man looked at the badge silent, and for a moment you truly thought... Okay. Oh my god. My nose is so stuffed. But then he offered you the piece of plastic. Alright, Jaxie. You took the badge in your hands, giving the guy a look. We're thanking him. If he looks like a criminal, we're gonna thank him. Thanks, mister. Don't call me that. I'm not that old. Are you sure about that? Because you look very old. No offense. Honestly. Sorry, but I have no way of knowing when I can't see your face. I guess you have a point. Please don't take off the mask. Please don't take off the mask. Besides the skin on your hands, I can tell you're not exactly a young fella. Yeah, I got it. The guy's voice sounds irritated. A part of he said he should be more sweet with customers, but if you manage to annoy him with your chatter, you could consider it an achievement. This guy gave you bad vibes. You certainly put the badge around your neck while he remained motionless in a spot. How? If I stand still right now, I'm gonna be wobbling. I can't stay. Stand still. I need my water. Oh my god, hold on. Shoot, oh my god. Okay, it only happens at night and I hate that. You slowly move forward towards the counter. This guy stared at you as you moved, which only made your discomfort worse. You decided to ignore him, shifting your attention to one of the monitors next to you. Okay, I am playing this on easy mode since this is my first time playing it. Not gonna lie. Maybe next time I stream, I'll play like hard mode if there is one. Okay. You could if the hooded guy from before would stop wandering around the store so suspiciously. You tried your best to ignore him, but it was impossible not to notice him. Maybe he was doing it on purpose? Oh god. Hey, Jaxie. At the sound of your name, you looked up at Sunday, who had come around the counter to stand next to you. Did you see that guy? He's been here, like, for a long time. You look where she was slowly pointing, and of course, she was talking about the same guy. Yeah, I saw him. You shrugged, a very logical reaction, right? Maybe he's deciding what to buy? He was probably just a weirdo you seen once. No big deal. Anyway, Cindy is annoying. She wasn't easily flustered. He's just a weirdo. We see those every day. But this one feels different. You're starting to believe Cindy had been watching many movies, but then you remembered she didn't like cinema and only worked in her dad's store. When I talked to him, he didn't seem dangerous. Cindy turned to you surprised. You talked to him? Did he say anything strange? No, I don't like Cindy. He just gave me my badge back. Why did he have it? I mean, he grabbed it first. Look, it wasn't a big deal. Cindy looked at you in silence for a few seconds and then sighed. If he makes you uncomfortable, I can ask him to leave. Cindy shook her head, glancing at the guy. You're probably right. Okay, I'll leave you to it. I'll check the inventory. Sure. You settled in your designated chair before you could pretend to look at the receipts, and Cindy spoke again. But if he does try anything suspicious, let me know, okay? Okay. Wow. Alright. You nodded silently. Cindy didn't wait for a verbal response. She just went back to her task. You kept your eyes fixed on the monitor screen for a minute. Out of the corner of your eye, you glanced at the aisles. The guy was still there, just standing. He was looking at a shelf that had nothing particularly, I'm not saying that word. Interesting. Okay. It wasn't quick or a distracted glance, it was direct. No, you want to challenge me? Let's go. I got a heart. I don't like that. He returned his game with the same intensity. You didn't know if you were doing it out of bravery or stubbornness or simple curiosity. But he didn't blink. And then he made a slight gesture. An almost imperceptible nod of the head. I'm gonna say subtle. Blah, 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 blah. As if he were greeting you. You decided to ignore him, turning your attention back to the monitor to remove this from the CD player. As you put the CD back in its case, you looked at your options. How did I not see that? Okay, what are we watching though? Oh my god. What are you? Your workday was over. Okay. All in all, it was quiet. And I had fallen. There was no reason for you to worry. Okay. Some things were convenient, like that. This week is Cindy's turn to close the store. Since you two had almost the same position, you decided that closing duties would be by turns. So you had your things ready to go home. Are you going to be okay? Sure, why wouldn't I be? That guy seems a bit fixated on you. You scoffed ironically. Come on, on me? Yeah, I don't get it either. Okay, ouch. Well, what if he follows you? That's not gonna happen. He left hours ago. There's no way he'd be lurking around here. I don't know. Your danger sensor isn't very accurate, I'd say. Danger isn't subjective, I think. I don't know how to say the word. There's some I cannot read. That's not true. Why do you care so much? I thought you hated me. Cindy was surprised by her words. She averted her gaze, playing with the mop in her hands to clean before closing. I don't hate you. I just think being with you is boring. Yeah, well, you're not exactly the life of the party. I don't mean it in a bad way, really. I feel peaceful with you. Oh. Your disregard for everything could be tiresome, but it's also comforting in a way. You scratch your head, not knowing how to react to Cindy's words. She never said anything so nice to you until now. Cindy cleared her throat, looking away with an embarrassed grimace. What I mean is, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. You took a step towards her and placed your hand on her shoulder, smiling calmly. I'll be fine. Just because something weird happened doesn't mean the universe has decided to turn it against me. You shared a final farewell gesture before you closed the door behind you. Closed. The store inside indicated that it was closed, and you sighed, feeling the weight of adult life in a capitalized world finally lift from your shoulders. Just a little. It was part of the routine, saying goodbye to Cindy and finally going home. You lived on your own, and started working, so you had no extra responsibilities to worry about, which gave you space to focus on your own needs. It was an extraordinary life, but it was functional. You worked during the week, earned enough money for the rent and bills, and rested on the weekends. Even though the street was well lit, the atmosphere remained gloomy as you walked towards your apartment. It had always been like this, nothing to fear, right? Suddenly, you heard quick footsteps behind you. You turned around to react, but arms wrapped around you tightly behind your neck, immobilizing you. You struggled to break free, but then you felt a pressure on your stomach. A cold sensation branched from your stomach to the rest of your body, and you could swear you felt your guts spilling out. Your body convulsed after being pierced, and that's when the pain hit. It hurt. It hurt a lot. It was so intense you couldn't feel your limbs. Is this how you're gonna die? You knew it would happen eventually, but you didn't know it would be hurt so much. Who could have done this to you? Something so cruel. Did you even deserve it? You weren't insane, but you didn't consider yourself a bad person. The last thought that crossed your mind was that Cindy would have covered your shift. And they looked for a replacement. How did I die? Ending 1. You didn't get his attention. I'm supposed to get his attention? Options. Full screen. After choices, transitions, English. Okay. Oh, please, like, up this baby. Maybe Laura. Okay. Album. There's 7 days? Okay. Let's do this. Movies. Okay. L2. Here we go. Sexy. We're gonna mock him this time. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I gave it to the right person. I clearly work here. He chuckled. Oh, yeah, but it could have belonged to somebody else. It literally has my photo printed on it. The man waved it off dismissively. Would you have preferred if I gave your badge to any ununiformed person who claimed it was theirs? His logic was strangely convincing. I guess not. The man cocked his head with a smirk. Wait, it's actually kind of cute. You could see it from the bandana, but you knew he was smiling. See? I'm not that bad. The fact that he said that made you think the opposite. You slowly put the badge around your neck while he remained motionless in the spot. You slowly moved to the counter, and the guy stared at you as you moved, which only made your heart beat. You decided to ignore him, shifting your attention to one of the monitors next to you. You could tell that the guy was there for one around the store suspiciously. Dude, sorry. Okay. Okay, let's skip this. Huh? Sure? Oh! Well, it was a thought was a little weird, I guess. Cindy looked at you in silence for thought for 6 seconds. If it makes you uncomfortable, I could ask him to leave. But if he doesn't do anything suspicious, let me know, okay? Okay. We're gonna look away this time. Musical! Well, let's go back. Let's do, horror since, yeah! Okay. You enjoy the scares and atmosphere of the horror so much. Oh. Okay. Again, the stranger was there, but this time in front of you, looking intensely at the CD in your hands. What movies are you gonna put on? Excuse me? I want to know what movie you're gonna put on. Is that a crime? No, of course not, but... Oh, come on. I decided maybe you could inspire me. You looked at him in silence for a moment, then sighed with weariness. Oh my god, stop! I gotta calm down because I actually like all of these movies. I wouldn't say The Exorcist or The Black Swan. I'm either thinking Scream, Paranormal Activity, or Pulse. So we're gonna do Scream. Yeah. Obviously. Well, did that help you decide? And the guy cocked his head. Now you knew for sure that his way of showing mockery. A little. Though that was clear, my attention was mostly the genre you chose. You raised an eyebrow. Oh yeah? And what about it? Horror. His tone dropped. Interesting choice. It's always said something about the person who prefers it. Like what? That you're looking to feel something real? No! Or you want fiery face? No! Oh my god, I'm scared. Something you can't understand even if it means danger? No! His words were soft, but they pricked like needles under your skin. Or maybe I like strong emotions without putting myself at risk, like everyone else. But you're not like everyone else. I cannot take this game seriously. I'm sorry. Well, that phrase needs to be removed from the visual knowledge bingo card. He removed a little closer to the counter. He didn't invade your space, but it was as if he caressed it. I don't like that. You don't seem to be afraid. Should I be? Hi. Depends, do you prefer to see horror from the outside, or have it stare back at you? No, let's go with this, because I'm actually entertained. I guess it depends how pretty the face of horror is. He tilted his head slightly, as if you said something he didn't like. Oh, didn't quite expect. Oh my god, I can't read today. But he didn't seem surprised either. Wow. Keep in mind that sometimes pretty things bite too. That's a good point. He glanced at the shelves for a second as if he looked for something, but it was obvious he wasn't. Or maybe like... Or, wow! Jumping to conclusions is wild. He shrugged as if downplaying his own words. He extended a finger, drawing circles on the counter surface. His presence was... He was pretending to think, ignoring you, but aware of your presence. Your mental anxiety's sake, you need to hurry him up. You know what? I'm curious. What happens if we be direct? I'm trying to get all these hearts, man. I'm gonna try to die right now. Hey, buddy, can you hurry up? What's the rush? There aren't any other customers beside me. Do you even want to buy anything? This guy chuckled. I want to hear his chuckle, not gonna lie. I'm just indecisive. I'm not bothering anyone. You glance back, searching for Sydney, just to feel some security, but... You're right. She's not there. Yeah. Then without asking, he reached a hand over the counter. I'm Jeff. I think it's time we formally introduce yourself. Don't you... Oh yeah, he took my badge. You're great. Gaze jogs a hand. You know what? Let's give him a high five. Yeah, we're not handshaking. A quick high five, but that's it. Maybe a fist pump. A dab up. I'm fine with that. Handshake. Babes, you're not 50. No offense, but like. He laughed loudly, drawing the attention. But I thought there were no other customers. That's literally what it said. You couldn't help it, but you also laughed at your action. Don't exaggerate, they're watching us. Why, are you embarrassed for them to see you? It's not that you're bothering the customers. Right, I didn't take you for someone who'd easily get embarrassed. As someone who works in the store, you could convince the customer to buy as much as possible. Oh my God, I can't read today. But something told you Jeff would take his sweet time. You watched him and said, I want my toy. Observing his thumb. It's not a toy, oh my God, it's a squishy. Oh my God, what is going on with me? If he was insistent on prolonging the interactions, you were allowed to make him uncomfortable too, right? Huh, this can go many ways, actually. Huh. Actually, bet he's been making me uncomfortable. What's up with the banana? Tell me what's going on. Because, yeah, curiosity. Okay, I want to see. Okay, what if we go back and choose single? Yeah. Okay, he remained silent for a few seconds after resolving his initial surprise and then teasing chin. I know we're doing this. No, I'm keeping this. Yeah, I'm curious. Wait! Oh my God! You resting your chin on your hand and raising your eyebrows playfully. Jeff cleared his throat against Mechanic hiding. That was a suspected chuckle. At least you made him laugh. Well, did you decide what to get? Jeff refocused his attention to you. Oh, wow, it seems like you really want to get rid of me. Sarcastically. Listen. Okay, that's crazy because me answering these questions is actually something I would really do in person. I'm not gonna lie, I am really playful. Not all. I love wasting time with weirdos who walk in circles as if they're lost in a supermarket. Jeff's eyes widening, feigning offense. Is that fading or fiending? I don't know how to pronounce that. Hey, that was me. You're gonna make me cry. Oh well. He clutched his chest dramatically and then chuckled again. This time his laugh was softer, more genuine. Oh, did I make a friend? Okay, I don't know if that was funny because I talked to you or because I ruined your day. The statement came out with unsettling frankness. You didn't know how to react, but you knew that was the end. Jeff had done things on purpose. Well, at least you admit you weren't exactly a delight. Sure, I'm not an idiot, but I know what kind of reaction I get from people. Jeff shrugged and then tilted his head, questioning and mocking. Do you treat all customers like this, or I'm special? You couldn't help but laugh a small laugh at his words. You know what? I don't actually usually spend so much energy on strangers, but you earned it. Jeff straightened his position, pleased that as if he'd been told he achieved a great feat. I'll take it. For a moment, you thought Jeff didn't appreciate the words being chosen, but you put in the player. Oh, great. You said with relief, finally, Jeff would take something. And it was something you knew he liked. You felt good about doing your job. Well, after that, I cannot form words. Okay, making sure my dog's there. She's just like on my bed sleeping for some reason. Thank you for shopping with us. Jeff nodded, taking the movie in a bag, and headed out the exit. Okay, last time we did this, we ended up dying because we didn't amuse him enough. So I had to redo it, and I think the hearts meant I did, especially if I got this. Okay, I'm gonna save this just in case. Oh, it's quiet. Okay. Yeah, we went through this. Okay, so we're gonna skip this part because I can just edit it. Okay. Huh, because that's weird, because last time we got stabbed. It was then you felt an arm being pulled violently to one side. Ooh. What's going on here? Are we ready to fight? We go. Maybe you should have been more alert. We were dragged into the alley down the street. It was slightly darker, but the street light nearly allowed you to distinguish what was in front of you. Since the sudden action oh my god, distorted you, you were slow to retreat. I don't know what that said. What the fuck? The sound of slight blowing in your head. Oh, I thought he... We're just getting pinned to a wall, right? We gonna fight, right? Nothing weird's gonna happen? The slight blow to your side of your head had interrupted you, and you realized that the person had cornered you against the wall. Please don't be a psychogonderer. I beg of you. I flirted with you, yes. But it was playful. I didn't mean it. I don't want to restart this. You glance at the person's arm, a familiar white sleeve covering on one arm, reaching from your blind spot. You were tired of the suspense and finally looked up the person who might be. Oh, hi! Jaxie, we met again, uncertainly filled you as a white scar-covered face. Jeff removed his hood and bandana, revealing his face. You know, I'm not gonna question it. I don't lie. Okay. His skin varied in colors and textures. His nose was sunken. Oh my god. His milky blue eyes were deep set dark circles. And you were certain you hadn't seen him blink once. What caught your attention was the scar that ran across his mouth. How is that a scary scar? I'm sorry, no offense, but I've seen way worse. In the books I read, this position does not scare me. It didn't look clean. It didn't look like a clean cut, but distorted his expression. Sent a shiver down your spine. You assumed his face would have infections he'd want to hide to avoid stares from strangers, but considering that bizarre situation, it wasn't surprising. Jeff? Certainly you were a disadvantage here. You try to think ways to turn the tables. Wow. Who would have thought? A night, someone alone, gloomy alley, a classic. That's right! I gave him that idea because he was like, yo, rent me a movie that you think would inspire me. I gave him Scream. Why would I give him Scream? I could have given him Terrifier. I could have given him Black Swan. But no, it was Scream. But I can't help it, Ghostface. Oh my god, what am I thinking? Ghostface is like 10 out of 10. Not gonna lie, in my personal opinion. Who'd have thought? At night, someone alone, gloomy. Oh, yeah, okay. Jeff chuckled at your sarcasm. You don't drop the act, huh? Is that fake? Is that a butter knife? Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, make sure you give me a good... What you mean a good show? Babes, no. I don't see no hole. I'm not getting down and dirty. The only good show you gonna have is when I bust your upper lip, which you clearly don't have. Babes, you look like if Lord Voldemort had a son. A son that he would never have. So it's like, you're just like his sperm. That's all you are. I'm not gonna lie, you're just a sperm. Oh my god, it's also giving like Jack the Skeleton, but I can't do my guy Jack like that because he's actually good looking too. His voice was raspy, accelerated with anxious tone. He seemed to be impatient. Impatient on what, babes? If you impatient, you can leave. A show? Fury is exquisite. babe, the only thing you're getting is an attitude. He whispered, almost in unnecessarily poetically, leaning towards you, his breath grazing. Oh my god, I can't speak. Hey, no offense, but your whole approach feels very cliche. Jeff tilted his head to the side. You could have sworn it was his equivalent of raising an eyebrow. If he had eyebrows. Literally, like, bro! I can't. I'm trying not to. It's not funny. This is a dangerous situation. I should not be laughing at this. This is really dangerous. I should not be laughing at this. Hello. This is the time for jokes, don't you think? Yeah, well, I really don't know what motivated you to attack me. Girl! You gave him the inspiration. Jeff pressed the whip of the blade against your cheek. The metal against your skin. Warm. Are you asking what makes you special? Is being special having to drag me in a dark alley? Wow. Must not be very popular. Die. Oh, wow. You fuck your head till, okay. Making the lens. We're gonna tease him! Yo! No! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait! Oh my god! That is something I would do! No! I can't! I'm too flustered! I'm overstimulated. Okay. I need to calm down. Alright. Alright. I can't. My heart's beating too fast. Okay. Okay. I can't breathe. Alright, okay. I have to calm down. Jeffrey Lee stands so I go. Oh my god. What? His expression reflected surprise. And it was a bigger reaction than you were expecting. I'm kidding. It was hilarious. Yeah, it was really funny. Shut up. This shouldn't be funny. You should be afraid. Jeff approached again, raising the knives at your neck. Instinctively, you pull the blade away from the tip pierce your chin. You're in an alley at night with a knife at your throat. So I ask you again. Are you afraid? No. Oh my god. Keep participating. A small smile fell subtly. Oh, so that's how it is? So, we got a bad one. So, are we supposed to say yes? Oh, we are supposed to say yes! So, we're supposed to boost his ego or something? Jeff hadn't made that much of an impression on you. You were aware of your situation, was dangerous, but it was really shouldn't. That's right! But anyway, it seemed fun to see what would happen if you messed up with him. For now, you decided to play along. You know what? Yes, I'm afraid. Jeff recovered his spirits, extending his wide smile. Oh, wow. We're gonna boost his ego. Okay. He lowered the knife, but kept it in his hand. He wasn't threatening you. Maybe he wanted to keep having fun with you. Good, good. That's what I like to hear. Typical. Now, what scares you? Evidently, Jeff enjoying seeing the face. Fear and his victims. Oh my god, I should never drink soda. For now, you managed to keep him happy enough to maintain a conversation with you, but maybe he wanted to dig deeper. Oh my god, my bad. That's my fault. For now, okay. Perhaps you like knowing in detail what he provokes in his victims. That's fine. Can you accept the challenge of indulging him? He's insane. He's gonna kill me. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Okay, and if I... Okay, so we're gonna... Oh, what's the prize? Didn't see no precious way to go out. I could think of a few. This would be more fun than I thought you'd be. Anyway, why are you attacking me? Huh. You felt like he was demanding you blink. I think killing you would be fun. And here I thought I had won your heart. Oh, that takes more than just one day. That seemed like useful information. For the future, you should focus on surviving now. I know. Let's play a game. What? So, bro! I don't trust it. I feel like he's an idiot. You're dangerous. I'm gonna chase carefully. Yeah, let's go. I'll chase you. Let's go. Try me. We'll square up. And when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you, let's go. What you gonna do about it? You can't do nothing about it if I chase you. Let's go. Jeff stumbled over his words, and I expected hearing this response. What you gonna do about it? His face was motionless, but you assume because his mouth was mangled, but he continued having the same expression permanently. Suddenly you feel a light squeeze to your neck, making it hard to breathe. Huh? Fear me. What did I do? What was you? Okay, so we die. So do we have to? Alright. Excellent. Jeff, you guys have a couple pieces. Oh, we don't know if my guy was. Oh my god, stop, because it's kind of reminding me of Haunting Adeline. I got stop. Wow. 6. My god is multiplying, not counting down. I'm trying to keep going. Let's go left. Do we have to choose right? Let's go right. Oh, that's right. Shoot. Wow. We were gonna die anyway. Do I go back to... Wait, do we go back to... Yeah, let's go left again and see what happens if we keep going. So, we're gonna die anyway? Were you gonna end like this? It was unfair. Discarded. Wow! How did I... Okay. That was the game. Fair me. It was actually really good, not gonna lie. I'm gonna be so serious. Like, that was really good.